2017 has had some awesome special edition systems, and conveniently enough, if you're just looking at the ones that came out in the US, there's 10, so let's rank them all. Kicking things off at number 10 is the Call of Duty World War II PS4 Slim. Now, if you saw my unboxing thing, you'll know that I wasn't really its biggest fan, mainly because it's just not really for me. I know there's gonna be some people out there that love camo designs, but for me, just doesn't do anything. And even then, honestly, I think it does a couple things that send some mixed messages, like the fact that it's a camo design that's also a gloss top, something that's gonna make light shine off of it and kind of defeat the purpose of the camo. But it does have one saving grace in that I really do love the idea that I think is really cute. They put little DualShock prints as part of the camo, which is a neat little idea. That being said though, it still loses out to the rest of the systems on this list. Coming in at number 9 is the Legend of Zelda Link Edition 2DS. Now this was released on Black Friday and it was a limited run meant to celebrate that. There was no kind of special discount or anything on it, but it did come pre-installed with Ocarina of Time for the 3DS. And it's a fine system, it's just very plain. You know, it's just got a green design based on Link with some yellow accents, gold trim, which I actually do really like the gold trim, but other than that, there's not a whole lot going on, especially for a Legend of Zelda themed system. It's just very plain. So, decent looking design, especially if you want something that is Link themed, but otherwise, there's cooler stuff out there. Next up is the Star Wars PlayStation 4 Pro. Now this was released as a tie-in with Star Wars Battlefront 2 and actually came out a couple days before the game and included a copy of it, so it was a way to get a little early access going on. And I have very mixed feelings about this system because there's a lot I like about it, but a few things that I just think could have made it even better. To begin with, I think the gloss finish actually plays really well with this. There's a couple other PlayStations where I think it's a weird choice, but for this, I think it's a great fit. I like the use of the Rebel and Imperial symbols. Using Inferno Squad, I get ties it directly to the game, but I kind of wish this was more of just a system that celebrated Star Wars in general and didn't tie it specifically to Battlefront 2, especially with how everyone's come to love that game. Also, one other thing that just always bothers me with anything branded, why'd they put the name on it? I know it's Star Wars. Would have looked so much cooler without it. So, stepping up next at number 7 is the gold PS4 Slim. Now this is one of 2 different metallic designs that Sony released during the E3 time of year, but it's actually the only one we got in the US. There was also a silver design, which only came out in Europe, and honestly I actually kind of like that one better personally, but the gold design is great too. And honestly, its biggest issue is the fact that it is such a flashy system, you really need to kind of design a setup that it'll fit perfectly into. And once you do, it is a great design. And in fact, while the gold is very flashy, I love gold! I think it does an excellent job of actually accenting that black trim going through the middle, creating a really great looking system. Coming in at number 6 is the SNES Edition 3DS XL. Now, I like this system a lot. I just think it's another one of those ones where it could have gone that extra little mile to be something even more special. You know, I like the theme of the old school SNES. I like the gray they used. I like the purple trim, especially in the inside. The one place where I really think something a little extra could have happened though is on the front lid. You know, so many other special edition DSs make use of special moldings or shapings or different kind of textures that make for these really cool designs, and this one just didn't really go for any of that. You know, solid design, I just think they could have done even better. Entering the second half of our list at number 5 is the white PlayStation 4 Pro. Now this was released as part of a special edition limited bundle with Destiny 2, and just like its slim variant, I think it does an excellent job of improving the look of the base PlayStation 4. I have said many times before that I am not a fan of total blackout system designs. They just look boring to me. I want to have a little color, I want to have a little trim, I want some kind of clashing color design. And so the white mixed with the black lines in the middle, I think does an excellent job of that. Not only does it even look better, I also think it just makes the system look slimmer. You know, when we first saw the kind of triple stack Decker design of the PS4 Pro, it just looked way too massive. And while this is still certainly not a small system, I think the white has trimmed it down a lot. Next up at number 4 is the Project Scorpio Xbox One X. Now this was part of a limited run of special edition systems released to celebrate the launch of the One X. Very similar to what Microsoft did before with Day 1 edition original Xbox Ones, except in this case, the system itself actually has a special design going on. And to be honest, at first glance, I didn't really care for it. I thought it was just a standard Xbox One X with the word Project Scorpio on the front, which it does have, but there's actually a little more going on that makes this a really cool design. The biggest thing is that instead of just being a pure black finish finish like the 1X. This instead has this gradient of this light gray going to the same black, which looks really good, and also features a cool little secret code that celebrates the release year of every single Xbox model. On top of that, it also has a specially designed controller that also says Project Scorpio, but has a complete blackout design with black buttons rather than the traditional colorful ABXY. And now it's time for our top 3, and to kick things off, in third place, the bronze medal winner is the Metroid Edition 3DS XL. Metroid is one of the best franchises that Nintendo has, and sadly it was getting a bit forgotten over the past decade, but it made its triumphant return earlier this year with Samus Returns, and as part of celebrating its release is this special edition system right here, which I absolutely love. I like the use of colors with the orange on front, yellow on back, Metroid symbol on the back, and most of all, Samus right here on the front. And this is one of the few systems that I think actually does a great job of pulling off this gloss finish. It's just a wonderful system and is a great way to celebrate the series' return. Coming in at second place, our runner-up for the best special edition system of this year is the Minecraft Xbox One S. Now, I have said it before, I am not personally a huge fan of Minecraft, but even with that in mind, I cannot deny how objectively cool this system is. There is just so much thought and care that went into design, so many details and little secret messages and design choices that just make it this awesome system that celebrates Minecraft, while at the same time not insulting the fan by pasting the big old words Minecraft on it somewhere to let you know, oh right, in case you didn't know, this is the kind of system you bought. And it extends not only to the system itself, but even the controller has a unique special design, which I still love the little detail of the TNT. There's just so much cool little stuff that went on the system, I can't deny it and put it any lower than second place. And then at number 1, the best special edition of 2017 is the Pokeball 2DS XL. I absolutely freaking love this system. This is one of the coolest designs. I love the fact that it's not just a graphic or a color, but actually this shape design that makes use of a gloss black trim and even a working button on the top. Not to mention, I just really love Pokemon and the color red, so it just fits even better. There is another Pokemon 2DS XL that came out at the same time, but not in the US, which is Pikachu themed. That thing's really cool too, but honestly, between the two of them, I am so happy we got this one because definitely my favorite system this year.